And can you tell a little bit about this Nosiola variety? Because I think it's also very delicate, but I
Yeah,
see it's
absolutely.
only 11% alcohol. And I
Yeah,
was,
absolutely.
but can you tell a little bit about this variety and how do you handle it in the cellar?
Yeah, genau. Eh, the Nosiola is a native variety from Trentino. Now is cultivated only, there are like only 60 or no 50 hectares of it. So it's a very little production. And it's not so common because in the past, as I told before, it was cultivated by pergola, so by this special training form, because of the production. It's a variety that can make also 50,000, 60,000 kilos per hectare. That in the past was very, very useful because from a little piece of art, you were able to obtain a lot of.
Yeah. I think now you are muted. Yeah.
There was the change between a lot of production and quality. Nosiola were like part in the rubbish, and no, for Pinot Grigio or other varieties, we were very lucky because our father keep it a bit, so we had this very little piece of art cultivated by Nosiola, and it's very uh, it's very typical. It's very special because if you put the nose on the glass without having the bottle in front of you, you can at first recognize that it's Nosiola because Nosiola, the name, maybe they say that the name comes from Nocciola. Nocciola is the dry fruit, is in Deutsch is Haselnuss,
Nut, like
is
hazelnut.
not exactly, it's not. And
Mm.
Nosiola, we say in Italian, we say Nocciola, and maybe the name is very similar to Nosiola, Nocciola. In fact, in the nose, it smells very like green nuts. Is very particular. And then in the mouth, we are not still making like 40,000 kilos per hectare now. We are like 6,000, 7,000 kilos per hectare. So the grape is very concentrated, but you can't make like very alcoholic wine because it arrives to
Early.
11, 12, 13. In our condition, we arrive to 11, is very ripe, so we are used to harvest it. And we obtain this wine that is, I can say, a wine for breakfast because it's not, it's very soft,
Yeah.
it's very salty. The fact is, this wine is like it's like someone put a bit of salt in because the sensation in the mouth are very are it's very there are a lot of saltiness. There are a lot of and
So
also a lot of
I think that sorry to interrupt, but I think
no,
what I really like about this wine because it's not fruity. It's a really
yeah,
gastronomical wine, I think. But it the nose, it actually reminded me. Do you know Neuburger? This
yeah,
variety of Austria that also has some
it's
kind of
very
this nuttiness, yeah, or also Vaticchio maybe this kind of prima, kind of notes, but also some maybe Pinot Blanc, so kind of like peachiness, kind of, but
yeah,
really,
peach.
yeah, and also in the mouth, I think it's very, very really delicate, but it's not light, so you can feel that it doesn't have a high alcohol, but it's really smooth. So it's
Yeah,
not like a thin wine with a harsh acidity, but it really has a layer and some kind, but still light.
yeah,
So
yeah,
nice.
absolutely. This one is another special fact of Nosiola that you obtain every time wines that are are not delicate, but not we say watery.
Yeah,
So
true.
it's not like water
No,
because
it's not.
it has this kind of tannin in the mouth
Yeah.
that keep the aromas in, and also this saltiness. In fact, the Nosiola is some, maybe if you don't think about it and you drink it without without think about it, you can say this wine is a young wine, and you have to drink it in 2 or 3 years because it can't be something else. But if you are able to keep the bottles to age, is a wine that can I don't know how can I say, because I had the possibility to try some old Nosiola that were bottled, and the thing that is a wine that is not very aromatic, that is not too much fruity, maybe is something that can help for the aging, because then you have a wine that is very aged. So there are not aromatic compounds that are fighting with
Yeah.
aging
Yeah,
flavors.
true. Yeah.
Is something, and in the mouth, then you have this.
Yeah. And how old was it, this Nosiola? That you drank? Maybe the oldest.
The vines.
Yeah.
The I have to. It was like 1980, 81.
Okay.
I think, but I'm not very sure, because the first one that bottled it was Vine Growers, that is the soul of vine growing in our area. That is Pessano, Sorni. That was Giuseppe Fanti. Then there is also a winery that now the winemaker is his son, and he was the first person that believed in Nosiola, and he bottled it, but I don't really remember the first year. And I taste it because this association that were we speaking about earlier, the national association, that is PV, organized every year a wine fair in Piacenza, where every year there is a special prize for one for one winery, for one winemaker, not for the best wine, not for the best prices, but for the best concept of winemaking. And the prize in the 2018 was given to Giuseppe Fanti, that for his concept of for winemaking. So because of he preserved this native variety, Nosiola, they gave him this special prize. And for the occasion, of Fanti's Nosiola, but also of our and other Trentino's Nosiola. But not only the still wine, but also the sweet wine, because Nosiola is used also to make one of the, in my opinion, best sweet wine in the world, because it's a sweet wine that where the drying process goes from September to the Holy Week. It's named because it's named Vino Santo. It's not Vin Santo Toscano, but is Vino Santo Trentino, and this name Vino Santo because the drying process arrives to the Holy Week. And now, if you taste one Vino Santo of Nosiola, normally if you go to the wineries, you can buy like the 2007, 2008, 2009, because after the drying process, they ferment the mast to obtain a wine that stays in a little woody container. Woody. It's not a barrique. Is
Is
more
it bigger
little.
or smaller?
No, it's smaller. It's smaller, and it stays in these little barriques for years until they think the wine is ready to be served.
It's like you Italians, you love that, no? It's also in balsamico making. It comes back these little barrels, and you keep it
Yeah,
there. I
yeah,
don't know, like
yeah,
a decade, and when I think it's okay, it's I get it
yeah.
out.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. We love small. No, it's not very beautiful to say.
Yeah, but it's nice. But how did you make this one? So the 2018 one, it was all in stainless steel, right?